Hi guys, welcome to another All Things Tennis review video. Today we're going to be talking about grips, which ones to use, the difference between replacement grips and overgrips, and what are my top choices for you guys to go out and try out. So we're going to start off talking about overgrips. Now overgrips are very commonly used. They go on top of the base grip. They're normally quite thin grips and they're great for adding a little bit more comfort to the replacement grip that's on the bottom, which is called a base grip. If you want a softer feel, you want to wrap at least one, maybe two overgrips over the current grip, which is a base grip which comes with a racket. Overgrips are great because they're normally a little bit more cost effective. Yes, you need to replace them quicker than a replacement grip, but they're great in terms of you can maybe pick up 3 for around £5. Lots of different colours available. They have different feels, so you might want a dry feel, so if you get particularly sweaty hands in the summer, or if you want a tacky feel because you like that grippy feel. Sometimes we get rackets into store to string at All Things Tennis and they're like pre-COVID grips. You just think, oh my gosh, make sure you get a new grip on your racket, give your racket some TLC, it really does help, okay? So the first overgrip I want to talk about is actually not in my hand here, but Wilson Pro Overgrip has been, for me, the gold standard of overgrips for a while. That I think Yonex Super Grip as well. But the reason I mentioned Wilson Pro Overgrip is these ones here, the Head Prime Tour. This is, okay, exactly the same, as far as I can tell, than a Wilson Pro Overgrip. I think they're made in very, very similar place, okay? They're the first competitor, I think, directly to a Wilson Pro Overgrip. You can tell when you undo the packet and you're putting it on, you can tell just the way it's cut is exactly the same, the feel's exactly the same, they're coming out in all the same colours. Maybe someone will correct me and say, actually you're wrong, they're not all the same. But I would like to put a very strong case in that these are actually the same grip, made in the same factory. Okay, so the reason why I've mentioned these is they're going to be a little bit more cost effective for you for the same grip. Head are coming in very competitive in the market in terms of overgrips. So you've got the Prime Tour, which is very similar to Wilson Pro Overgrip. That's a tacky feel. And then maybe you look at something like this. This is a Pro Grip. Again, I think Head are doing a very strong job in replicating things that are working in the market. If you think of the best dry feel grip, you think of a Tourner grip, okay? This, again, I think it is super similar, if not exactly the same as a Tourner grip. You can tell the length's exactly the same, the dry feel's exactly the same, they're made in the USA. It's for me a perfect replication of what Tourner grip does so well, and that is if you've got sweaty hands in the summer, which just maybe sweat, then this is the best one to dry those hands off, okay? And keep your grip from slipping when you're playing points. You can tell when looking inside the roll, they're made in the same way, exactly the same logo, made in the USA as the Tourner grip. Tourner grip's going to be more expensive than this, so save some money and get one of these. Maybe you want to use the same grip as your favourite player is using, okay? You want the same setup or as close as you can get to them. The VS grips and Babolat are a good shout because we know Rafa Nadal actually uses this exact grip, okay? They're a little bit more of a dry feeling grip, okay? So they're not as tacky as a Prime Tour I mentioned. They're very thin. If you're not wanting to add much size to your existing grip but want a bit more comfort, these are a really good grip. For me, they're not quite as good at giving that dry sweat absorption as a Head Pro grip, but they're somewhere in between, right? So they have a nice soft feel, a little bit easier on the hand than a Pro grip, and they're not as tacky as a Head Prime Tour grip. A really nice grip for the price. Currently you can get 30 for £20 with us. Okay, let's move on. So replacement grips. In years gone by, top end rackets came with leather grips. You might have seen on other videos on our channel, like the Stripe VS is coming with a leather grip. Why do people use that? Well, it's a very heavy grip, so it adds weight to the handle, which makes it more head-like balance. And for purists out there, it gives a firm feel where you can really feel the bevels. Now, what doesn't it do so well? Well, the leather grip makes you have more vibration in the handle, it doesn't absorb any of that, okay, and it's quite firm, it's going to give you blisters in your hand, especially if you're new to tennis. So what's out there that's maybe very different to a leather grip? Well, the Head Hydrosorb Pro. So this for me is one of the best grips in maintaining a really nice comfortable feel. It's got nice padding to the grip, but it's also relatively thin, so it's 1.75 millimeters. Some grips, like I say, Babolat XL grip, an XL grip is much thicker, but obviously very comfortable. This is a really nice solid grip, which obviously comes standard in all Head rackets now, the Hydrosorb Pro. So this racket comes standard on all Head frames now, the Tour frames at least. The Hydrosorb Pro is probably getting to be one of the most popular replacement grips because it does everything really well. It's comfortable, it definitely takes out some of the vibrations up your arm compared to a firmer grip, and it comes in a variety of colours so you can match the colour of your racket. This for me probably is a gold standard in replacement grips now in terms of it being comfortable. You can use it easily without an overgrip, without getting blisters, and it provides a nice tacky feel so it doesn't slip in the hand. A really good grip from head hit. Okay, so what about if you've got a racket, maybe the handle feels a little bit big for you and you can't reduce the size of the handle in any way. What grip should you use? Well, you should be using the thinnest grip available. Okay, for me, that's probably the skin feel grip from Babolat, in terms of one you can obtain easily, that's well priced and offers good quality. It's very, very thin, so perfect for if you don't want to increase the size of the grip while providing a nice tacky feel. And you can use it, it's comfortable enough to use without overgrips on top. It's a game changer in that you can keep the handle very, very thin. This doesn't come as standard on Babolat rackets. It's probably the Syntec Pro or the Syntec Team that is on your Babolat racket standard, which is a thicker grip. So again, if you want a slightly thinner feeling handle, invest in one of these, the Skin Feel from Babolat. Okay, and what about if value is your main concern? What is the best value for money grip? Well, I think performance-wise, the other grips I mentioned are the best, but if you're re-gripping a lot, maybe for your friends, for your clients, etc., maybe you run a restringing business, whatever it might be, the Uptake is a great grip from Babolat. It's slightly thicker, so it provides a nice soft feel. So that's going to give you lots of vibration, doubling up the frame is going to take away those unwanted pingy sounds as well. And they come in a variety of different colours. We actually sell a box from us here at ATT which provides all different colours, yellow, black, blue, silver, etc. Keeps the cost down when replacing the base grip for a nice solid grip. And it's a great value grip. It's probably less than half the price of the other grips you mentioned. Yes, it's a bit thicker, maybe not for performance players, but it's a very solid grip from Babolat there. Honourable mentions, so like I said, the Excel Gel is probably the best for comfort. I think that's great from Babolat. It is a bit thicker though, so if you're wanting to maintain the size of the grip you have already, have a look at the different thickness of the grips. Hopefully I've explained when you use an overgrip and when you use a replacement grip. Bear in mind, replacement grips are always thicker. Take off the base grip, don't put a replacement grip on top of a replacement. Overgrips are probably going to be your staple. Most people use those over replacement grips, especially if you're looking at professional players. Nearly all of them, I'd say, use an overgrip for that added feel and comfort. So maybe the current grip of your racket feels a little bit narrow, maybe you want to build it up. Overgrips are great for doing that while maintaining a good feel, okay? The different thickness of a grip is going to have a difference on how the racket plays. Again, if you go for a thicker grip with more cushioning, it takes a vibration out the frame, but maybe you lose the feel of the bevels, maybe you want to maintain that. Again, go for a thinner grip, like I mentioned, a skin feel, etc. I hope this video helps you in terms of choosing the right grips, maybe ones to go for, my personal favourites, maybe I've missed some grips that you can tell me in the comments below what I've missed and what I should maybe do in a part 2 video. Thanks for watching as always. Again, if you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us give you the content like this that you so rightly deserve. Thanks from everyone here at All Things Tennis.